Hello everyone. Today we are going to study temperature entropy diagram and TDS equations. We know that the state of thermodynamic substance is determined by two independent variables out of pressure, volume, temperature and entropy. Normally, the state of thermodynamic system is represented by the variable P and V, which is known as a PV diagram. Similarly, the state of thermodynamic system can be represented by the variables S and T, known as TS diagram. S means entropy and T for temperature. So let us study temperature entropy diagram. So this figure shows TS diagram. The point A represents a state with entropy S1 and temperature T1. Similarly, the point B represents a state with entropy S2 with temperature T2. The curve AB represents a continuously changing the state from A to B. The change in entropy of the system due to an infinitesimal change of state from A to B, the small a to small b, is given by ds is equal to dq by T, where dq is small amount of heat given to the system at temperature T. From this relation, we can say that dq, which is equal to TdS, represents the area of the strip, A, B, B dash, A dash. This is a small strip whose area is equivalent to dq. Thus, the area of the strip gives the amount of heat absorbed by the system in going from state A to B. Hence, total heat absorbed by the system in going from state A to state B will be Q is equal to integration of dq. Because we have to find out heat for the curve AB, we know the heat absorbed for a small strip. So, if we integrate the heat absorbed by small strip, then we get total heat. Putting value of dq here, integration from A to B, TdS, and is the area of capital A, B, B dash, A dash, means under the curve AB. Hence, the total amount of heat absorbed by a system in going from state A, whose coordinates are S1 T1, to the state B with coordinates S2 T2, is given by the area under TS curve and S axis. Let us consider an example of Carnot cycle having 4 operations as shown in figure. And Carnot cycle is a reversible cycle. So, this is also a TS diagram for Carnot cycle. The 4 operations are operation C1, C2, second one is C2, C3, third one is C3, C4, and last, that is fourth one, is C4, C1. Means substance goes to its original state, that is C1. So these are the 4 operations for Carnot cycle. So let us see one by one. First, along C1 to C2, means C1 to C2, which is parallel to this S-axis. The process is isothermal expansion at a constant temperature T1. Heat Q1 is absorbed by the working substance and entropy increases from S1 to S2. See this point S1, C1, C2. At C1 entropy is S1 and at a point C2 entropy is S2. Means entropy will be increases from S1 to S2. Means value of Q1 is equal to area of the rectangle C1, C2, point B, A. C1, C2, B, A. This is value of Q1. And this C1, C2, B, A can be act as a rectangle. And we know the area of rectangle. Breadth into height, which is equal to C1, C2. This is C1, C2. This is breadth. Into height is C1A. So putting values of C1, C2 and C1A from figure. Value of C1, C2 is S2 minus S1 and C1A is equal to T1 because C1A means this distance is equivalent to this distance. So from 0 the value of the temperature will be T1. So we get S2 minus S1 into T1. Then consider second operation along C2, C3. C2 to C3. The process is adiabatic expansion and temperature decreases from T1 to T2. And the entropy remains constant, that is S2. So as C2, C3 is adiabatic expansion, so no heat is absorbed or rejected. It remains constant. So change in entropy remains constant, that is S2. For third operation along C3, C4, again the process is isothermal compression at a temperature T2. Then heat Q2 is given out and entropy decreases from S2 to S1. And the value of Q2 is equal to area of rectangle C4, C3, BA. By using the relation, we get S2 minus S1 into T2. Then fourth case is along C4, C1. The process is adiabatic compression and temperature increases from T2 to T1 while entropy remains constant, that is S1. We have from these four operations divide Q2 by Q1. We know value of Q2, value of Q1. So divide Q2 by Q1, we get S2 minus S1 into T2 by S2 minus S1 into T1. S2 minus S1 get cancelled and we get Q2 by Q1 is equal to T2 by T1. We know the efficiency of Carnot cycle is eta is equal to 1 minus Q2 by Q1. This is value of efficiency in terms of heat. Again we know value of Q2 by Q1. So from upper equation, putting value of Q2 by Q1 here, so that we get efficiency of Carnot cycle in terms of temperatures. So we get eta is equal to 1 minus T2 by T1. So this is efficiency of Carnot cycle. Then TDS equations. These equations are used to calculate the heat flow in reversible processes and temperature change in reversible adiabatic processes. There are two TDS equations. So let us see first TDS equation. For that we have to consider that suppose entropy S is a function of temperature T and volume V. Means mathematically we can write S is a function of T and V. Hence the differential ds of S is ds differential of s is ds. Again we have to differentiate this curly s by curly t, keeping this v constant, into dt plus curly s by curly v, keeping t constant here, into dv. Multiplying both sides by t, we get TdS is equal to T curly S by curly T at constant volume V dt plus T curly S by curly V, keeping T constant, into dV. According to second law of thermodynamics, for a reversible process, dq is equal to TdS. Therefore, it follows that T into curly S by curly T at constant V is equal to curly Q by curly T, keeping V constant, and which is equal to Cv, where Cv is the specific heat at constant volume. Therefore, we get TdS is equal to Cv dt plus T curly S by curly V, keeping T constant, dV. Means we can substitute value of Cv in the equation. According to Maxwell's equation in thermodynamics, we know curly P by curly T at constant volume is equal to curly S by curly V at temperature constant. So hence again above equation is modified, and finally we get TdS is equal to Cv dt plus T curly P by curly T, keeping V constant, into dV. This equation is called first TdS equation, and it gives how much heat is transferred during reversible isothermal process, and it also gives the work done during reversible adiabatic process. Then second TdS equation, for that again we have to consider that suppose entropy S is a function of temperature T and pressure V, means mathematically we can write S is a function of Tp, that is, hence the differential ds of S is, again we have to take differential of S, that is ds is equal to curly S by curly T, keeping P constant, into dt plus curly S by curly P, keeping T constant, into Tp. This is a simple mathematics. Again next step is multiplying both sides by T. We get TdS is equal to T into curly S by curly T, keeping P constant, into dt plus T into curly S by curly P, keeping T constant, into dP. Again we have to consider second law of thermodynamics. For a reversible process, dq is equal to TdS. So we get, again it follows that T into curly S by curly T into P at constant P is equal to curly Q by curly T at constant P, which is equal to Cp, where Cp is specific heat at constant pressure. So above equation becomes TdS is equal to Cp dt plus T into curly S by curly P into dP with constant temperature T. Again we have to consider Maxwell's equation in thermodynamics, that is curly S by curly P at constant temperature T can be written as minus curly V by curly T at constant pressure P. Hence we get finally TdS is equal to Cp dt minus T into curly V by curly T, keeping P constant, into dP. Means we substitute value of this into above equation. This equation is called second TdS equation. Thank you.